Two things obviously we have to improve on. One is learn how to finish a game, and second, find ways to get more points on the board. Obviously, it's an issue that concerns me. Coupled with some injuries that, of course, have hurt us from an offensive standpoint. But I think that's the issue right there. And obviously, the game this week is a typical SEC team, and again, we're going to have to play a lot better than we played the first three games. All right, to compete in this game. Obviously, you got to perform better than we're performing right now. It's unacceptable losses to some of the teams we've lost to, in my opinion. But that's what we dealt ourselves. I mean, nothing but look in the mirror and stuff. And we just got to keep. You can harp on it all day as far as what ifs, but the what ifs aren't there. So we just got to get better, and we got to execute better. We got to be more productive in certain areas. And really, if you break it down from game to game to game, there's four areas that I see that where we had to replace half the field: the defensive backs and the wide receivers. Those are the two areas that we have to be more productive in, as far as giving up, cheap coverage yardage. You can't do that, and missed plays, big plays on the coverage end of it. And offensively, you can't drop balls. I mean, that's really what's causing some problems as far as stalling things out. Obviously, the quarterbacks, I think, are, had some good plays, but had a lot more bad plays, and it's part of a learning process with them. But again, I think you got to do what they can do and try to build stuff around what they can handle, and that's tough, all right, especially when you're trying to get a lot of things in, and you only can do what they can handle mentally as far as what's going on. We just had a rash of injuries that, hopefully some are starting to come back. If not this week, they'll be back for the conference schedule. Oldham, Papulo, guys that have been out. Holman will be back. So I think you got to do what you have right now and just, make sure that you're very detailed in what you're doing with these kids. That's where I see us missing the point a little bit out there, is that they understand the concept, but they understand the details of the concept. And that takes time. You got to, there's only so much you can, force feed them. But it's the detail of what we're trying to get done conceptually wise that I think is missing in some situations from a coverage standpoint and basically a passing game standpoint.
And Sentinel newspaper, check it out, yeah. Do us the favor. Promise that you will love it later. I promise we got